Rocking out with Elf, Slack, and Swally. Every week a new episode. Join us in the metaverse. Let's hit it explode. Let's hit explode. Dive deep into virtual reality with our dynamic duo, setting us free from CGI to holograms. We'll explore the possibilities are endless. Let's soar. Enter the metaverse where fantasies come alive. Rocking out with Elf, Slack, and Swally. Every week a new episode. Join us in the metaverse. Let's hit it explode. The metaverse where fantasies come alive. Rocking out with Elf, Slack, and Swally. Every week a new episode. Join us in the metaverse. Let's hit it explode. Let's hit explode. Let's hit explode.
What's up, everybody? It's your boys, Elf, Slack, and Swally, and we're here on the Neutral Zone, episode 14. 14.
Wow, 14. Time flies and you're having fun. And how are you today, my friend?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be 100% honest. Super shitty, just the shittiest. But
Really?
I will not let. Yeah, no, like 100% honesty. This has been a fucking terrible week. I'll tell you, I will not bring this show down. So I will talk about this with you after, probably. But anybody can reach out. I don't care. I just don't want to do it on here because I want to bring it down. But if I'm being honest, because that's just who I am, it's been real fucking shitty. So anyway, but other than that, fucking great, man. How are you?
Not too bad. My week's been pretty good. Outside of our plan, IRL week's not too bad. Mostly just starting to think about our plans for the future. Our move, best part of 1,000 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles for you. 9-hour drive or so. If that makes it easier for you to understand.
It does, yeah.
So, but I mean, our plans are to move from a 4-bedroom house into a 1-bedroom unit in the heart of the city. So, so we need to downsize significantly. So we started doing that over the weekend. So we're just chucking things on Facebook Marketplace, and people not showing up to buy stuff, and they are.
That's the best part of it.
So, but look, it's a fantastic tool. So, like, we have sold a lot. I mean, obviously, you've got to sell stuff at well under what it's actually worth, but otherwise it won't move. But
True.
So it is what it is. So it's better than throwing it out or something. So we can't take it with us. So it is what it is. So. But yeah, upland wise, well, the highlight, I guess, was, and I guess you'll talk about it in a minute, was the structural ornament challenge. And,
yes.
And we won't talk about much else. We'll look forward to the next season. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, we could jump right into the structural ornament stuff. Well, most of it. We'll dance around some other parts, but
you can show the leaderboard on the prizes that were won, and even the band made it into the top 25, which I think it's the Block Explorer.
Yeah, let me work on getting that up real quick. Leaderboards, channels, leaderboards. Oh, wait, it's not in leaderboard. It's going to be in. Was it
events winners?
Announcements?
Events winners.
Live updates.
Events winners. Listen.
Event winners. Look, I can't hear you when I'm talking. Okay, hold on a second here. Share my screen. Last
Share
time I did this,
screen.
people were
yes, I'm going to do that. Just do the whole screen.
I-
That way you know whatever is on the screen. People.
I
you've
just
got
don't want to
more-
stress people out with all my tabs.
Okay.
Because last time they're like, oh my god, but I'm down to 3 for now.
Ooh, you can have
But only because I had to restart my computer and I didn't restore all my tabs. I just left them alone for this stream specifically because I had a feeling this would happen and I didn't want people to get like all anxious and worked up. So trees. Okay, so the leaderboard from Lizette.
Actually, before you start, do you have a giveaway for this week? For people that
No,
can't stick around for the full 2 hours? No?
no.
All right, fine. I'll supply something.
Ooh,
You just come up with a hashtag. I'll find a structural ornament or something to give away,
okay.
which we'll do at the end of the show. But I understand that people can't stick around for the full 2 hours, so you may as well announce it early and we can do it a few times during the show. Didn't you have to give away something as a result of last week's show? Like
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at that. Yeah, I do.
comment. We'll have to look at that during the show.
Well, yeah, we'll look at that in a
do
little
that at
bit.
the back end. All right. So come up with a
let me-
hashtag for today's show.
Hashtag, I don't know. I was gonna say something stupid, but I won't. I don't know.
Because say all the end of Sizzle season. So that's another thing we need to talk about. The last drop
How
of the
about
Sizzle
fire?
season.
Hashtag fire.
Oh, that's hurting.
Hashtag fire. That's what we're gonna do. Little inside joke action, but also it's Sizzle
But it-
season. Sizzle season
relates.
is all about fire.
Well, and we'll talk about that too, because I think Upland took a fantastic idea and worked out how to screw it up.
Hashtag fire for the win. Okay. I will yeah, I gotta find the stupid site for the drawing anyway. I'll do that in a minute. Anyway, so hold on a second. I'm all over the fucking place. I want to put some music in the background. Bear with me. We gotta have Neutral Zone 1 playing in the background. Nope. Sorry. At 15. Just because I don't like the nothing. Nobody likes the nothing. Just like in the Neverending Story, the nothing is bad. Have you seen the Neverending Story?
Yeah, not for a long time, but
Yeah. What a great movie. Anywho, Sizzle Ornament Challenge winners. Let's take a look, see, shall we? So for executives and chief executives, your boy Swarley made it in the hunt here.
start the other end. So way we can finish
At the bottom?
Yeah. So start with your. Well, you can go with the
Too late.
Uplanders.
It's too late. I've already said it. Trees, what do you mean what's going on here? What are we talking about? We're talking about the Sizzle Season Ornament Challenge winners. So if you had a property with a structure on it and you decorated it with a Sizzle Season structural ornament, you did enough of them, you might win. So Swarley is just under Shacklin. So that's cool. You got the Block Explorer, you won. You got the badge whenever it shows up, and you get the Paris collection property. So congratulations to you, sir.
I don't have anything to go with it, so I'll probably put that on the market.
Yep. And so, and then if you made it in the top 25, you get the old Block Explorer, the BE. Hey, look, there's Laban. He made it in the Block Explorer world.
You got 50 spark in week 5. Yeah. I think most people do get at least once. They do say you can win it multiple times. I've never won it multiple times.
This is the first time I ever won any. Was this
This is-
season?
I've got it a couple of times. Not every season. I have missed out on some seasons. But I've never got it more than once. I'm assuming some players have. I'm sure if we went back and looked at the records, we'd find
Oh, sure.
incidences of people getting it multiple times. But yeah, all you need to do is stay in the top 50 to be in the draw. So given the 6 weeks, there's 50 players, good, and 10 get a prize. So good chance you'll get it at least once.
Indubitably.
So
we're looking at directors now. I managed to find my way into a Block Explorer, a badge, and also a Paris collection property, which
nice.
I will also be selling more likely because I sold a Paris property today for like 105,000 upticks. I was pretty stoked about that. At about 140% markup. Happy days for me. So I said, fuck it. I'm just going to get rid of it. I got another one I need to put on the market. And
Before you put it on the market, talk to me.
okay.
Because if I can get 2, then maybe I'll look for a 3rd. If it's the same collection, that is 2. So wait and see what we
Yeah,
get.
I guess it depends. I'll look here in a little bit.
Maybe I'll buy it from you. We'll see.
Okay. Well, then I won't gouge you. Let's see here. Vape High Guy. He's a regular. He made it just above me. Anybody else that rings the bell? Let's see here. I don't nobody that stands out. And then Uplanders and Pro. Anybody stand out here? I don't think so. Trees, you said you won. What's your in-game name? Unless it's Trees. But if it is, I don't see it.
Which groups? You might be in the different group again.
I didn't see him up here
There's
either.
3 categories.
What?
There are 3 categories.
Yeah. Well, I was looking. I didn't see Trees up here.
Trouble 1.
Trouble
Right.
01.
Now that you said that, I do remember that. Bad memory.
Trouble. Reminds me of a song. Why am I not seeing it? Maybe I was going too fast. I see Jerome. I don't see it. I don't see it on there. Trees. I'm looking. As far as the season winners, now maybe you won in week 5, but as far as the top 25 and whatever group you're in, I don't see on that list. Unless I'm visually impaired in some kind of way, which is,
Highly possible.
highly possible. Yeah, it's more than likely. I have that deficiency. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, you didn't get to. Okay, you just won week 5.
Oh, you got the Sparkle Prize.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see what the rare properties that we get.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that too. Well, it's not a rare because rare property went to the number 1 person. So we're just going to get like a whatever fucking standard collection property, probably like a purple. What are those ones?
Maybe bring. I thought it said it was a rare property.
No, just the number 1. It says right here on properties rare. Paris rare, and then this one's just a Paris collection.
Well, in that case, I'm even more disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Let me just double check the announcement because I thought it said. Maybe I just misread it because it was only the first one.
That's probably likely. I know you're not wrong very often, but I'm hoping this is one of those times I can mark on the calendar. Because more often than not, we have a discussion and a debate, and then you're right, I'm wrong, and I have to eat crow like every fucking time because you seem to have like a memory like an elephant.
I was a cop for 20 years, so you kind of have to remember a lot of things, at least short term anyway. So,
all right, I'm gonna unshare this.
But some of the minor details can get lost in translation.
Fair enough.
Sizzle. Oh, that's a map asset.
Oh, I was going to add. Did I put it in there? Oh, I did put the StreamYard stream there. If anybody wants to jump on the stream and hang out with us, by all means, feel free. Hit that link that I posted up here, the StreamYard one, and you can jump on screen with us and come kick it and join the conversation live.
Ask us questions. We like questions. I like answering questions.
Oh, I love answering questions. I love all the inquiries. I was going to do something, but I need to find that stupid Upland site. Here's the thing.
So you are right. It is a rare collection for first place. And
Say that one more time.
Collection. It just says and a collection property from the opening during Sizzle season. I've actually updated that now because it did say Genesis season. So they've updated that only in the last couple of days. Damn it. Well, I'm even less interested. But yeah, still let me know what you get. And if it's the same collection, maybe I'll be interested in buying it if I can get a third.
I'll look here in a second to see what one I'm still squatting on. There it is. StreamYard giveaway tool.
I'm not expecting anything too fantastic given the reward we got for the Genesis Week challenge. 3 days of slogging our guts out for, well, me personally, 16 plus hour days to get a 30,000 collection property. I'm still dirty about that.
Somebody needs some harvest ordinance. Shall we transition, Mr. Swiley?
Well, no, we're going to mention one more thing about this.
Oh, yes. We have some other.
But, trees, if you haven't already, which you have, #fire, and just maybe you might get one.
Just maybe.
Just maybe. Just a hint.
Where do you find this stupid thing at?
So anyway, so this has been around since the beginning of Frost season now, this tournament. Yeah, so they first announced it, what's that, February, beginning of February, when Frost season started. And I tried to participate that season thinking, being a fairly decent spark holder in the game, maybe I had an advantage where I could build properties more than other people without paying for it. So I had a crack at it the first season and very quickly realized as a smaller executive account, because I was under 20,000 then, I think I was, up against much bigger executive accounts, because that season was still separated between executive and chief executive. So I wasn't against chief executives. Having said that, none of them gave a shit, and I beat all of them anyway. But I very quickly realized that up against the bigger accounts, and then on top of that, the UGC accounts, I had no hope. So I'd spent a couple of $100, and I was, I spent a couple $100, and when the dust settled, I started looking at it and going, I've got no chance to get some of these bigger accounts in UGC. So I sort of backed off and I think I ended up finishing the top 10, and the prizes were crap that season, and they significantly improved them since. But I haven't participated at all. Now that I'm a UGC creator, I was like, sweet, now I've got all these properties, I've got all these ornaments, let's go. And then I found myself in a position of, I'm selling these ornaments to players who are trying to beat me in the competition. Like there was literally 2 players that bought quite a few ornaments from me, and you could see that they were going up in the ranks and sort of overtaking me. And I had the ability to place more ornaments and get back in front of them, but I just didn't feel right playing against customers effectively. And I don't know, I'm going to try and raise something in UGC later. And I honestly believe, and this is me saying the UGC, and it's probably making it harder for myself, but UGC players really should be in their own, I think, personally, their own little competition.
They should be in their own category, absolutely, because
put them on the same playing field, because I think it's unfair that you have players who are forking out dollars to buy shops and ornaments to compete against people that effectively just it's taking a bit of spark and producing these ornaments. Like, yeah, I mean, someone like myself spent many hours creating these ornaments and whatnot, but I think it needs to be a separate competition for UGC. And if you own a factory or a showroom, you automatically, regardless of what your rank is or what level you're on, you're thrown into the UGC competition. If you don't want to compete, then don't compete. Or if you don't want to be in the UGC, well, then get rid of your factories and ornaments and showrooms, and then don't be a UGC player. But it just didn't feel right competing against my customers. And it didn't feel... I still managed to get in the top 11, and I overtook another UGC member, so I wasn't feeling bad about that. But I think there needs to be a change. I mean, and we've talked about things that how is a micro house worth the same amount of points as an apartment? I mean, one takes a day to build, the other takes 10 days to build.
Right, and if you're a UGC member and you're pumping out structural ornaments, especially micro houses. I'm sure they take a lot less spark to produce.
They do, but you can stake up to 25, so it takes less than a day to actually build a micro house.
No, I don't mean to build. I mean, like, say you've made a
To make
micro
them
house
as well. They
structural,
do. They do.
they probably take a lot less, and it takes you can
half as much
if
spark
somebody
to
like
build.
yourself
Yeah.
can build a micro house in a day. I mean, you could on
So-
day one you could build, what is it, 6? I'm not going to even attempt to do math. I don't even know why. You could build a lot. You could build a lot.
100%. So I think there really needs to be 3 elements to this competition. There needs to be 1, what type of collection is it? So blue, purple, yellow, blah, blah, blah. And then that's criteria 2, what type of property is on that? So in other words, a micro house is not worth as much as an apartment. And 3,
Right.
what ornament do you have on there? So, and I think the easiest way to probably categorize an ornament is by the number in its total mint. So, say an ornament that has 10,000 total mints. Well, that probably should have the minimum amount of points. So, 10,000 plus. And then, say an ornament that has under 100 in its run, well, maybe that's got the maximum points. Or maybe even you go even lower than that. So, like, because there are ornaments out there that are really super rare. Maybe they're worth maximum points. Maybe 100 ornaments.
But even still, if you're a UGC creator, you could game the shit out of that too.
But that's why they need to be in their own category.
Yes,
so that way,
they do.
and every UGC creator has the ability to create what they want to create, whether it be for the competition or whether it be to sell. Now, personally, I'd rather sell than win the competition. There's a lot more profit in it from that,
Right.
which is why I end up sort of backing off a bit and just slowly watching and trying to make sure. Like I said, I wanted to overtake the other UGC members without overtaking my customers, and I didn't. Both of my customers both made it into the top 11. The 2 that had bought a significant amount from me, and and I managed to overtake another UGC member to get in there. So I don't feel terrible, but I still don't feel comfortable with the way it works. So I don't know. We'll see what happens next season. I have the ability to score well next season, so I'm umming and ahhing whether I do or don't participate. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's my two.
It's definitely an interesting situation to be in, and maybe something that Upland hasn't thought deeply about. I know that they got a lot of stuff probably on their plate that probably takes priority over this, but it is important that we do create a fair and equitable process for people to compete, especially when there's things like Sparklet involved. Now that this game is fully, is monetized the right word? I don't know, but you can like officially make money outside of the game.
Yeah.
I think that raises the stakes a little bit. I think you need to think about that when doing these competitions, especially if you're going to throw Spark in the mix, and if you're going to give somebody 100 Sparklet to be the winner, that's going to be a UGC member. It is. I mean,
It's
if
hard.
you look at the leaderboard, I would bet a fair amount that every one of the people that won is a UGC member.
No, there isn't. There's at least 2 at least in the chief executive level. It's at least 2.
No, I mean the top spot. I mean the number 1 spot.
Oh, the number 1 spot. I don't know about that player in our chief executive level. At least I don't know for sure. I haven't researched them. You can easily go look at them and see whether they got factory and stuff like that. That's not a secret.
But it's pretty like. I mean, I know at least one of them. I know in the director one. In fact, I know 100% fact that person is a UGC creator.
Which
And
in itself,
And that's okay. They're not doing anything wrong. It's just
100%.
the way it's set up currently. It is an unfair advantage for any of the UGC
it's a
creators.
discouragement. And as a UGC creator, I don't want to discourage people from buying my products. So it's like, okay, people might buy 1 just to tick off the gamified challenge that they need to do for a season. Happy days. But I'd rather sell 10 to a player than 1. And if a player's looking at it and going, well, why am I going to buy from Swally? Because he's going to beat me anyway. So why would I buy 10 from Swally and try and compete with him when he can just... And it just sort of defeats the purpose. Like I said, I'd rather sell than... But at the same time, there's plenty of other UGC creators that are competing, even if I want to step back, and I know there's and I've spoken to a few others who are in the same boat, just going, look, I don't feel right competing, so I don't. and I
Mhm.
fully get there, and I hadn't up until this season, and I fully get what they're saying. But then you look at the top 11, and 9 of them, I think, are UGC members, and I'm like, okay, fine, I can step back and not participate. But when I say the top 11, actually, I think the top 11 of those were UGC members. So, I'd like to think that we could pull them out and let people who can have a fair fight have a fair fight.
Right.
And,
Or at
and
least you can't use your own structures.
no, that just means you swap with someone else.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I scored what I scored in the 30s, and I can tell you now, 50% of my structural ornaments from this season were from other players, other UGC members. I make a point to go out and support other members. They don't necessarily make a point to do it back, but that's all right. And that's what drives the economy. Like, they're making stuff, I'm making stuff. I swapped one or two, but very few, and most of them I bought.
You may have to purchase.
I bought from Shaq, I bought from Tosshead, I bought from Umbrella Boy, I bought from Ace.
Yeah, same here. I bought from Ace, I bought from you,
Ace,
I bought from Shaq, Tosshead,
Yes.
Umbrella Boy.
I bought from the Shaq as well, who had she got the donut shop type
Structure?
structures, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So-
see those.
They were pretty cool. So that was Sizzle season as well. So I picked up a couple of those. Actually, I also bought from Charles FR, who had. So there's like 7 different creators that I bought from during the season. So I'm out there supporting other creators as well.
Right.
And in relation to De Aubry's collection, yeah, they do have to be questioned. They do have to be a collection, but
But that doesn't stop anybody from.
that's
From
a bottleneck. That's a bottleneck. Yeah, it doesn't stop anyone from building, and there's definitely partnerships and teamwork out there, which is fine. I mean, that's all
Yeah.
part of the game. I mean, you can go and buy Spark, or you can, and yeah, you got to have collections. But there's the issue with that is, I think there needs to be a little bit more of a spread of the points. Is that why someone can have like 30 blue collections, and I've never gone out to just collect blue ones. I've always gone out to try and collect the best ones, and I'm now in my game plan at the moment because I didn't get any collections from the Paris release. We won't talk about that too much, the collection, whatever. But I'm now going to save up and try and buy a collection in Bermuda just for my overall yield. But that's not going to help me. I'm going to probably look at spending over 3 million UPX to get that collection. And that's not going to help me at all in the ornament challenge because you can't build structural ornaments that you can use in the challenge in Bermuda. So, but if I wanted to, I could just go around and find 30 blue collections and end up with another 90 properties that I could add to, which I don't want to do, but that's what you can do. Which is why I think there needs to be more incentive for a better collection to be worth way more points. Well, if you want to specifically get involved in the ornament challenge, which I argue is one of the more fun challenges out there, and it's awesome for the game, creates utility for the structural ornaments, makes Upland look great when you see a whole heap of buildings with a whole heap of structural ornaments on it. I think it's by far one of the best things we've got going. But
I wonder if it might be a cool idea if, like, say, if you are a UGC creator, then you don't even compete in that, but you have a different kind of competition, like how many structural ornaments you're selling. Like you're on a leaderboard about how many you're selling, not how many you're putting on properties, and then you have a different kind of game where you're competing against other UGC creators about just selling your product.
Yes and no. Again, that would need some discussing because then you just create a crap load of small ones.
I'm just pulling shit out of my ass right now. I'm just saying something different that still puts a little skin on the bone for UGC creators, in a different way.
I just think you just create a separate category for UGC. That's all I think it is. There's always going to be ways that people will gamify it and try and get the best advantage they can, and that's any sport or any competition anywhere. So it is what it is. The first thing I thought of straight away as a UGC member, well, I can just go create some sort of structural ornament, create 10,000 of them, and sell them for 1,000 UPX each, and you know, and then I'm competing against someone like Tosshead who only creates 100 and sells them for 75,000 each. Like, are we talking about the numbers sold or the amount of money made or UpX sold, like the turnover?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that to work out as opposed to just create a different category for UGC. And I think the criteria for that is if you own a factory or a showroom, you're a UGC member. So anyway, let's move on for that. So again, I don't want to bring that down or anything because I think the competition itself is an awesome competition. By far, I think one of the best ongoing competitions we have. I just don't want to say
it was a lot of fun.
By UGC.
This is the first time I really gave a shit and tried to compete, and it was fun just going out there and supporting other UGC creators. I got to support you. Like I said, I went and supported Ace and Shacklin and Umbrella Boy and Tosshead. So I thought it was a lot of fun just going out and finding the ones. It was challenging at times when I was in LA and I couldn't find certain ones that I was looking for, but that's okay. I drove my ass to Detroit a couple times.
Yeah, same. Detroit, Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I bought probably about 10 in the end of Ace. Of course, I'll try and support the Aussies as much as I can. So
yeah, you have to.
And then on top of that, I mean, it was a pretty freaking awesome structural ornament anyway. So,
mm-hmm.
Do you want to see any of the ones that you hadn't seen that I bought?
Of course, yeah, I want to see them all.
All right, fine. Give me 1 second. I shall. Oops. Just
look at it. Oh, jeez.
Fill up. I don't need full screening. Thank you.
Look at you. No tabs?
No, I dragged that one across. So I'm sharing the other screen that they're all. I've actually got like 20 tabs open. I just grabbed
you're as bad as me.
Let's get rid of these messages. All right, so structural ornaments. This is going to be easier said than done. This is a problem with UGC not being able to separate them from your personal stash.
Oh yeah, no shit. They should definitely have like a business section.
There needs to be like, yeah, exactly right, an industrial or whatever. And so now I need to go through and try and find them. So actually, you know what I should have done?
I don't. Red Ribbon, what the hell is that?
That was just a charity one. Give me 1 sec. I have a better way of doing this because I have track a spreadsheet, which I won't show the spreadsheet, but I'll show. All right, so I've got my spreadsheet going. All collections. All right, so we'll start off with one.
Just wake up or what, bro?
All right, so we'll start off with one that we all have seen before, and this one cost me 75,000 UpX, so it's not like I was being a cheapskate all season.
Oh yeah, this is a sexy one.
So this was by Tosshead, and it's not the best one he had. Like the best one was a dragon, which sold out instantly.
How the fuck did you get that to be so tall?
You can go up to 55 meters, so that does look pretty high, and I don't know exactly how that.
It's awesome though.
But yeah, it's pretty cool, and there's only 10 of them, I think. So when I saw that, I was like, "Yep, I'll take me one of them." I wanted the dragon one in that collection, but it was sold out instantly. So
yeah,
and then another one from Tosshead. Oops. Oh, hang on, that's a.
Oh, that's a pretty nice one too.
No, that's a crap one. I did the wrong one though.
Liar.
Did I do the wrong one, or have I got it recorded wrong?
I don't know. I can't see your spreadsheet.
I did the wrong one. That's right. So the crown. So that's another Tosshead one. But Tosshead in conjunction with Shaq did this one.
Right.
So that was pretty cool. So that one was, I think, cost about 26.
That one is pretty cool.
Then obviously most people have seen. I'll keep trying to copy the bloody name of the structural ornament instead of the dress that it's on. So I think we all saw this one. So this is the Ace Pizza Parlor.
Yeah, this one's cool with
he's taken it off. This guy had a pizza parlor on this one right across the
Oh, he
road
took it
from
off.
the exact same one. He took it off. Yeah, I was like, that's cool. Competing, rivaling pizza joints across the road from each other. It's just like real life. What else have we got? I think that's it for. All right, so this is the donut one.
Show the side of that one. I want to see the graffiti.
On this one,
Yeah, I think that's one of the cooler parts because I think it has some kind of connection to the Evergreen Lasher, doesn't it?
possibly they've got the graffiti walls and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know how much he's in because I know he's pretty heavy in the Creedmoor node. I assume he's probably involved in that as well. So maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much involvement. So, but yeah, it's pretty
Or
cool.
maybe
Brickwork looks
maybe
awesome.
it's the Jin Skrilla thing because I think he's the one that does all the graffiti stuff, and maybe that was just his art. I can't
All
remember.
right, so
There was
this
something
is
else.
this is the Shacks, and you've seen that I bought the little map asset donut cart thingies.
Mhm.
Oh, what has it gone to the wrong address?
Oh my god. Bush League.
No, it was bloody Upland Search. Like you put the right address in, and it just takes you to some. Anyway, I know roughly where it is. Up here somewhere. Abbey Road. Which one is it? There's 3 to choose from. I think it's this one.
Oh yes, that's the one.
The donut shop. Cool little window shutters over the windows. And the icing
That's
dripping onto the
cute.
roof. So cute little one. I think they were
Yeah.
about 12, 15,000 I think maybe each. I bought a couple of them.
It's a good looking donut.
So we all know. I think it was one of the first ones that people were buying at the beginning of the season. Because there wasn't much available at the very start of the season.
Where are we going here? Oh yes,
The
the Umbrella Boy.
eye
Rain-
artifacts, which is pretty cool.
He makes some of the coolest fucking ones. I love the whole eye aesthetic.
The whole eye range, and it's got one for each season, I think.
Yeah, he does.
Cool if you. That's what you want to. Oops. Oh, accidentally. I should have just done it in the first place. Oh no, you can't because I can't move around. Because I can hit my link, but it takes me into an unsigned page to it, and then I can't actually. And this one always goes the wrong address too, but it gets you close enough. There's another toss head one. So it's over here. It's trying to take me down to the waterfront. I wish I was on the waterfront.
Wouldn't that be nice?
So it's another toss head one. So the lava with the best seat in the house, or the hot seat, I think something like that. That's cool.
I like this one. This one might be my favorite one.
A little micro house sort of. I don't have many micro houses, so
I know you're too bougie for that shit.
no, I just don't. I try to build the biggest structure that a property can have. So
Sounded like a real American.
all right, so here's here's one from, I believe this was from Charles F.R. Might have to double check that one actually.
Oh, that one looks cool. What the fuck is that?
Surf School. Let's see. I think it was Charles F.R. See if it says it in the name. It doesn't say.
I thought it did
It's
somewhere.
either Ink Master or Charles F.R. I forget exactly which one it is, but I bought 3 of these ones.
Is that a sizzle one?
Yeah, Sizzle as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
all these, every single one I've shown was from Sizzle season.
Gotcha.
You can't have little men in the game, but here we go. Upland can create what they want. That's one of those white points. You know, Upland's got their own rules. I guess it's their game. There we go. So here's another one. There's
Well,
another
they don't
toss.
want any competition and cool little creatures or cool little people.
You got to corner the market somewhere, I guess.
That's right.
Another toss head one. So the claw.
Yep.
Dinosaur
Claw.
claw. A dinosaur claw.
Or a dragoon.
I wonder if that's it. I wonder if that's all.
I feel like that's it.
Yeah, I feel like that's all the varieties anyway. I've got like multiples of each of them, but yeah. So even though I might have scored 30 odd points, half of my points came from other people's structures. So I was out there trying to support other creators as best I can. And I had the ability to score a lot more points too. I just not enough to win the thing, but definitely could have scored much higher. But it is what it is.
Right.
So I think we've done enough on structural ornaments for the day.
Well, can you show off some of yours?
Oh, you want to see mine?
I want to see the ones you're producing because you got some.
All right.
Some new
Okay.
pieces, don't you?
Since we're talking about structural ornaments, I will be releasing this probably in the next few days or so. I'm just starting to get my numbers up. I've been working on these for the last couple of weeks. So the first one you already gave a sneak peek to last week, which was the micro house.
Mhm.
I haven't worked out the pricing on those. They're probably all going to be around the 20,000. That's just been 20. They're probably all going to be around the 5,000-ish UpX. But I'll work that out exactly. Between 5 and 10,000 anyway, so they're not going to be super expensive. So that's the micro house, the Fuzz micro house.
The Fuzz.
So
What's your inspiration for your naming convention?
Well, I wasn't allowed to use police. It got rejected. Can't use the word police, even though other players have in the past. Anyway, it is what it is. Not a whinge.
What other words can't you use?
So as I couldn't use the word police, I thought I'd try and come up with like a common slang name for, I guess, police that wasn't offensive. And the Fuzz was one that came to mind straight away. And it doesn't hurt that there's a pretty funny movie called The Fuzz, which is about the police. So this is the ranch house. This did have Easter eggs in it, sort of, but Upland went, no, you can't have silhouettes in the window. I had it on a couple of them actually, and they made me take them off.
Just fucking.
But anyway, so we got the ranch house, which
it's nice. It's real nice.
Nothing special, but yeah. And then there's 2 townhouses. So the 2 small townhouses. There's 2 more coming. I'm waiting for Upland to approve them. So when they come, we'll see.
Is that white a different color? Or is that just the lighting? Oh, I think it's just the lighting.
All right. So you've got the white, which is the underneath structural to begin with. So all this white here is the base property. So if your house has a red roof, well, then this is going to appear red up here and or red on the front or whatever it is. So, but the blue is part of the structural ornament, and that white's part of the structural ornament. So it'll still have that blue-white feel about it, even if you have like a red roof and a red porch or something like that. So
good day to you as well.
And the last one, and this is the only Easter egg that got to stay in.
Ah, yes, this one. You showed off this one last week.
So this is we'll show it off again then. So this is a small V2, with the donut stashed in the corner of the roof.
I was disappointed you didn't put any other cool shit in there like I told you to.
I did, but there's a limit of how much you can put in a build, dude. That's
right.
You can't just put 1,000 things in there. So and structural ornaments are really hard to stay under the limit because you've got to count the actual structure as well. So you don't get a lot of room to play with. So it's a challenge at times. Anyway, so these are all going to go up on sale probably in the next week. Within the next week, I won't say exactly when, because I want to get these up and running before. And I'll bring this across. So with each structural ornament I sell, there'll be a map asset that goes with it, which is the police sign. Oh, sorry, the Fuzz sign.
Can't say police.
Nope, can't say police. We do not have metaverse police or anything like that in the game.
There are no meta police in this
So
game.
So So anyone that buys a structural ornament will get this for free. I've only got a couple of map asset showrooms, so it'll be either pick it up from one of my showrooms for 1UpX if you want it, or send a burner of some sort to collect it. And to claim that, all you need to do is just message me with. And if you bought 5 structural ornaments, well, then you get 5 map assets. As simple as that.
Yes.
There's one for each. So I think I've got enough of these, or I can produce enough of these to cover all the stations. Pretty sure I can. Oh, it's going to be close anyway. And I'm assuming not everybody will message me or try and claim it. So I'll do that for the entire of harvest season.
Okay.
So I'll do some sort of Twitter post or something down the track or something. But so people that if you do need a harvest ornament, those 4 will be available, and hopefully there's 2 more coming, which will be in an apartment and the large townhouse. But I don't want to show them at the moment because Upland haven't approved them, and if they make me change them, which they probably will, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'll stop sharing for now.
Okay.
So that's my news and structural ornaments. So they'll be pretty competitively priced, so it shouldn't be too much.
I love to hear that. Yeah, you're doing good work. I really like the theme, of all the theme buildings, and I know all the things, so I'm very excited about what you've been doing.
Doogs SX, you probably need to do the hashtag properly so you can be in the draw. And you've already seen them, so you know what's coming. So, although it doesn't mean you'll get one of those, because I've got all my structural ornaments. Actually, I haven't got all of them. I've missed one. I'll add it to the thing now.
What do you mean you missed one?
I've created a list for you to put in the spin wheel later.
Gotcha.
All my structural ornaments, and I've done like multiples for some of the more common ones and less variety. So, for example, my exclusive tower's only got 1 entry, where the limited's got 2 and the standard's got 3.
Gotcha. Fire.
That's better.
That's the one. I think it would have probably counted anyway, but I don't know. I don't know how good it is at selecting those things.
Me neither. So yeah, what else have we got to talk about this week? So obviously we got the Spark drop today. We won't go into that too much. We talked all about that last week and the week before.
Yeah, I mean it did happen. Like I got an email that said I'm going to get some Sparklet. I thought it would be there, but it's not, which is whatever. It'll show up later.
Not there yet.
It's a little bit less than it was the first time, which is
we were both already at our maximums last time round, so it was always going to go down from that point. So anyway, we won't go on it too much because I can whinge and bitch about how unfair it is, purchase versus own, but nothing's going to change. So next topic. So congratulations to everybody that gets some Sparklet for the drop, and good on you. Most people are happy with getting it, so good on them. So
yeah. Sure, that's fun. Swirly, what are you drinking in there?
Just a coffee.
Just a coffee.
Yeah.
How do you like your coffee?
Let's move on.
What? Is this a sensitive subject?
No, just white with 1. Milk and 1 sugar.
Milk and 1 sugar. Okay. I like my coffee doused in all kinds of garbage and foofied up because I'm not a coffee drinker.
All right. What else have we?
But then it gives me the shit, so that doesn't.
What else is? Anyone in chat? What else is happening in Upland this week? Oh, the last ornament drops. We're going to talk about that. Not the ornament drops. The season drops.
The season.
Last week. So obviously they always happen the day after our show, like literally hours after our show. So we're always a week behind. So the seasonal sizzle season drops.
You are frozen on my screen. Do you show up frozen? Is he frozen? Everybody, is he frozen on your display as well? Because you're all glitchy.
Is my sound all right there?
Yeah, the sound is fine. It's just you're all like, robotic looking.
My computer probably needs to be rebooted. I've been doing
Oh.
UGC.
And then we get to stare at like this one, deadpan face for a few seconds.
Well,
What's the next one?
All right, fine. I'll solve this problem then.
What are you doing?
All right, I'm just gonna share a tab this time.
Oh, now it looks fine.
Oh, there you go. There's all my tabs. You can see them all now.
Oh, I love all the tabs. You make me feel less.
All right, so UGC. So seasonal drops from the last season.
Oh yeah, these.
So when
drops,
I first saw this one here, I first saw that and I'm like, holy shit, Upland, you've finally done it. You've produced something that is perfect.
I thought
And
they
then
were
I
producing
applied
the thing that I've been asking for.
And then I applied it and then I went, what the...
Why in the fuck could they not expand it just on the fucking border? Why couldn't you just make this the border like I've been asking for? You're so fucking close. You're
It's like-
90% of the way there, and you
I was
fucking
playing
shit
this
the bed.
Playing this in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe they're sitting around a table coming up with ideas, and someone's going, oh no, what about a Ring of Fire? And everyone else is like, yes, that's a great idea. But there's some cranky old bloke in the corner going, yeah, but they can't make it too good, so fuck it up somehow. And Upland delivered. Like, oh my god, it's so close to being one of the best they've done, and yet they.
I know,
like,
and they just.
Like,
oh
I
my
instantly
God,
took it
just-
off again and just went a Ring of. I mean, you know what? If you could apply two at once and have that on the actual edge, and then have this one
Yeah.
in the middle, I'd be like, Upland, you're finally producing something that's cool. No.
Give us a fucking border for the love of God or whatever the fuck you believe in. Just give us a fucking border. You can't do it though because you're
not in order, so I don't remember what else was dropped last week.
It was the flame thing. Go down to the
Was it
bottom.
only the one? But
Yeah.
there was I know there was one in the
It
property
was
tab.
the
That one.
placard. No. That
one.
one. Right there.
Personally, I guess I don't treasure hunt anymore. So when I was used to treasure hunt, the movement ones used to piss me off because I'd go from property to property, my own ones, and I'd see the same movement time and time again. And it was just driving me nuts. So I'd never pick the movement ones. This one kind of looks cool, but
I wish it was animated.
see, I
That one
don't.
would be really cool if it was animated.
Um,
Look at those
I mean-
stupid fucking footballs.
all in all, Sizzle season versus every other season.
The best.
Actually, I think it's the best they've done.
All
I
things
mean-
considered, when you get the same fucking stupid bullshit over and over again, I'm not going to get into that anymore, even though I think it's the dumbest thing they could have ever done, which is just recycle the same stupid fucking thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But without that complaint, I think, yes, Sizzle season is the best season for these stupid redundant drops.
All right, I will add in there though that the bar wasn't high and it didn't clear it by much.
No, it was. Look, had
Like-
they not added these stupid fucking football things?
They're
But I
about to
think-
say the football ones again, and I like NFL myself, even
Me
from Australia.
I'm a
I like it,
stupid
but-
American. I love the football shit, but it doesn't fucking work. Same with
But
this.
most-
The
But
fucking.
most of the world doesn't give a shit about NFL. That's what I'm saying. There's only one country that
Yeah.
really gives a shit.
And the axes are stupid too. Like they did nothing else with that is that same aesthetic at all. Anything, nothing else as far as these drops are concerned. And you're just gonna throw these moving axes. Now, if they were on fire, if it was a fire axe, I'd be all about that shit.
Any of these
But-
Sizzle season? Oh, that's
These are
Sizzle.
Sizzle season, yeah.
Oh, yeah, those two were. Oh, yeah, that one is because I got it in the background. Yeah.
And so is the one next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
those dragon scales are as well.
So that's any other thing I think happened this week in the last 7 days. So the Ring of Fire though, that just when I first saw it in the list, I was
I
like, oh, awesome, and then I was like, oh, you fucked it. Like, how could you fuck it? But you fucked it. Anyway, it is what it is.
Oh, it
So-
just aggravates me so much
I
because they're
wouldn't
so
be buying-
motherfucking close.
I wouldn't be buying the season passes anymore, except for you need them for the spark drops. So I'll be probably buying them from you. I'll probably get you're volunteered if you're still volunteering.
I got you.
I'll probably send a bunch of upics your way for a pass.
Mm. Yeah. They
So,
can
yeah.
they can rate me of my dollars. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to go the other way with the dollars now. So
I know you are.
Slowly working my way up there. So, yeah. So in terms of the upline news, I don't think that anything else has happened this week, is it? I mean, I guess sizzle
Not
season
really.
comes-
Just they're
and-
wrapping up the end of sizzle season, and so we're
Racing.
waiting for the
fixed but not fixed.
Yeah, the racing has been patched, but not fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mostly fixed. It's better than it was. Still not right though.
Are you still doing your competition, or are you going to pause that and extend it to the next season or something? Or
I've been debating on that. I think I'm just gonna go with it because there's nothing that says that you can't just race by yourself for times. So
yeah, but you still got that glitch where you can not lose speed through corners and stuff. So the times are all going to be out and
it's
just
gonna
not
fuck
right.
up it's gonna fuck up the records.
So if I don't know if people caught on Thursday night your time the UpX podcast show, but Mass Chef did a video showing demonstrating issues with it, and he was able to do times that far and exceeded S1 times with a car much inferior to an S1. So I don't know. I mean, like, it's your competition, you're running it, but I personally, I would be almost on the borderline of saying, look, guys, due to all this problem, and I think most people would understand it's not your fault.
Yeah, I think you're right because I didn't even think about the cornering thing, and that would fuck up part of it.
Even if you just do what we're talking about with our challenge when you get the track going, the double or nothing next season or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's for you to figure out. So.
Yeah, I'll figure something out, which I need to do very soon because now we're at the end of it, and I need to give that shit away.
Actually, speaking of giving away, I should do one more share. So this is let me find it first.
What are you sharing?
Same as last week, but in case there's anyone new or catches this later.
Yeah.
Shit. No, I was bringing it up first before I went in.
Oh.
Before I went in. All right, so the silent auction still running till the end of the month. So we'll do this. I think this show in 2 weeks' time. We will draw the winner, and obviously the auction will end, and obviously the highest bid will win. So obviously you can bid on the 3 mint ones of the Swally Towers. I've got them all set aside, ready to give them to whoever wins the bid. So that's the bidding or the reserve price is at $40K or $20 US. So anything higher than that's a eligible bid. By bidding, all you need to do is send me a message via a private message via Twitter or X, in Discord or in game. One of those 3. That way, no one else gets to see it but myself. I'll record all the messages and I'll notify the highest bid at the end of the season. Everyone that does put a genuine bid in will go in for a draw of one of these 3. So not obviously the mint ones, but just I'm going to give away 3, and so everyone that goes in the draw, I'll spin it. The first person will get the exclusive, second the limited, third standard, and then on top of that, anyone that shares the Twitter post. When I say share, you've got to do the quote. So when you come down here and you do the retweet quote, and then put in a little comment and say, awesome, I want to win this, or whatever crap you want to say, or as Elsac did last week, fuck you, Swally. I don't care. Anything will do. As long as it gets
Right.
At the moment, there's only 12 people in there by the looks of this. So all you need to do is redo that, and then you go into a draw for a 4th, and that'll be a randomly selected randomly selected Swally Tower. So that'll be the 4th one given away. So so if you want to enter that. So I won't say any information that's about how many bids I've got, but I'll say.
Have you got
You are
more since last week?
No.
Okay.
more entries into the quoting stuff, but I've only haven't had a, let's say, a avalanche of so I'm
Of
obviously not
bid?
going to give it of bids or anything like that. The whole idea of the silent auction is I didn't want people sort of competing against each other and trying to outdo them and get caught up in the moment and then up
Right.
paying more than they wanted to for it. I just wanted someone to go, oh, cool, 3 mint ones, awesome, I wouldn't mind that. I'm willing to bid 50,000 uppies. And if that's all you're willing to pay, and then someone else bid at 55,000, well, then it is what it is. I didn't want you to look at, like, as a person bidding and go, oh, well, I'll bid at 50. It's only another 5,000 that beat them. Maybe I'll do an extra. Like, I didn't want to get into that competition. So it was a trial. It's an experiment. We'll see how it ends in a couple of weeks. It's not going to have that last minute FOMO that you sometimes get with auctions when they're ending and people start, in the last minute or two throwing in bids. So it was just something different. So
Yeah.
so there's still 2 weeks to go on that.
Whatever works for you.
Well, like I said, I'm just trying, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, I support you.
Hasn't been overwhelming to date, but it hasn't been totally disappointing either. So
Okay.
we'll leave it at that. What else
You
we want
got-
to talk about?
Well,
Sparklet. Have we
The what?
have we looked at the Sparklet price recently?
I have not looked at the Sparklet price. I can't talk. No, I haven't looked at the Sparklet price recently. Have you?
Well, I'm always looking at crypto as a whole. All right, so I'll share some thoughts on. And again, you take this with a grain of salt because I am by no means an expert when it comes to.
So is this
charting
not
coins.
financial advice?
This
Is that what
no,
you're
it's
saying?
Definitely not financial advice. So as you can
Not.
see, pretty much since the launch, we've ranged between 4 cents, roughly, and 7 cents. So, and that's just good because that's just the coin settling down, finding its marketplace, and just accumulating basically. So, and to be honest, my best guess is it'll continue to do this right through the end of January until all these spark drops are finished.
Absolutely,
So-
yeah.
So we
So
did.
we're at
So we came back
5.9
down to the
cents?
4 cents just a couple of days ago, and then suddenly we got a good growth. So which kind of just means it's just part of the range. And don't forget, it's not just uplanders that can affect this now because it's on the market. People can actually trade this coin with leverage trading and all that sort of stuff. So if they know what they're doing, maybe they're leverage trading. If I was a betting man, which I'm not really, given that we're about to see a whole bunch of Sparklet dropped,
It's going to go back down.
I think we're going to come back down to the 4 cent range, if not the 3.5, but probably the 4 cents. It seems like it's found a new bottom here at 4 cents.
Okay.
Obviously, can't get past the 7 cents at the moment, but my best guess over the next week, it's probably going to drop back down to somewhere near 4 cents. I mean, it's not showing that at the moment. Obviously, there's been a bit of growth over the last. This is a 4-hour chart, so over the last day or so, it's going back up. But given what we know about Upland and the drop, my guess is it'll go back down a little bit.
Right.
But overall, it's come back over here. Overall, it's just accumulating still. Danny, I guess if you want to be really technical, like you've got a high here, a slightly lower high, and a slightly lower high, so it's sort of almost forming a bit of a triangle, which I don't know if that's a bearish one or a positive one, but I think it'll break when it breaks out. When it gets past the 7 cents, you watch it. Hopefully, that'll be after January, and watch it take off. That's
Yeah.
my 2 cents worth. But I think we have to wait till January. But anytime between now and then in this range is a buying range, in my opinion, because once it gets past, like I honestly think it'll go well past 50 cents in the bull run of next year. And who cares whether you buy it at 4 cents or 6 cents when it's at 50 cents?
Right.
So,
yeah. You're
that's
making money regardless.
yeah. So assuming Upland
when
continues
it
to
runs.
fire on all cylinders and and starts picking up some pace. I mean, for Upland, and I've mentioned this before on Ben's podcast, Upland to just get on the same level as Decentraland and Sandbox is something like a 50x from where we are today.
Which
Just
is,
to get to where they are today.
yeah.
So put that in perspective. Don't worry about the bull run or anything like that. I mean, I think there isn't a single Upland that doesn't think this platform is better than both of those two. Yet we're 50 times smaller than those two.
Well, and look at all these bullshit meme coins that come out the gate with no utility whatsoever, the things that they do, is pretty impressive. I mean,
because
it takes a
it's all
while.
hype. It's all hype driven. So, so the upside of Upland is absolutely huge. Like I'm
Right.
super positive on the coin. It just relies on Upland, and that's the biggest negative with Sparklet and owning Sparklet and investing in Sparklet is it is as centralized as a coin can be.
Mhm.
Because we are 100% reliant on Upland to continue to produce utility for the coin and whatnot. So if they don't and people don't want the coin, then the price is going to go down. So unlike Bitcoin, that's about as decentralized as it gets. Sparklet's about as centralized as it gets, and that's not a bad thing. It is just what it is. Like we're playing a game, and it's part of the game, and it's much better than any meme coin out there. I'll buy a Sparklet over a meme coin any day of the week.
Agreed. Yeah.
A meme coin has one utility and one utility only, and that's to dump on your ass at some point in the future.
Right.
So if you're playing the game and you buy a Sparklet and the price doesn't go up, well, you're still playing the game, aren't you? And if it does go up and you can make life-changing money, it's certainly something to look at. All right, that's my 2 cents on Sparklet. So, yeah, so I've got a little bit of money in BitGet waiting for that price to come back down to, I won't say the exact price, but somewhere a little bit above the 4 cent range. And
You got a buy order in?
Yeah, because you need to buy for the seasonal challenges. I'm assuming we're going to have to keep bridging in each season. So I've got a buy order at the moment. I'll wait to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully it'll hit the trigger in the next week with the airdrops that are about to happen. If it doesn't, at some point I'll probably just pull the trigger and buy it whatever the current price is if it doesn't come back down to near the 4 cents. Because at the end of the day, like I just said, it doesn't matter if it's 4 cents or 6 cents. If it gets to 50, 60 cents or $1 even, it won't matter. You're still going to be well and truly in the green. So
Very well
that's
then.
my 2 cents on Sparklet for the week.
I love it. I love hearing the positivity.
Oh, the sky is the limit as Spark. Like I said, a 50x just to get to where Sandbox and Decentraland are today. Like, to put that in perspective, so forget about the bull run, 50 times. So in other words, well, we're at 5 cents now, so $2.50 to be at where they are. Like, will it happen? I don't know. Like,
probably.
Can we catch up to those two? Well, can Sparklet be $2.50? I'm not saying it can't be. I mean, if I hold some still at $2.50 and it gets there, I'll be pretty bloody happy. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah,
so,
not financial advice, but buy all the Sparklet. Buy it all.
I think while we're getting all these airdrops, because there's players that'll be getting it that aren't interested in playing anymore, that'll be just dumping it. Just keep buying. Like I said, while it's staying in that between 4 and 7 cent range, I think that's the buy range.
Yeah, let's just keep gobbling it up. Feed me.
I will be. I have high hopes.
Damn right. All right. Moving on. So I have my map asset that
got rejected.
Which I had a good feeling that it would, but I didn't know why. So it got rejected, and the message as to why it got rejected was not clear, as it typically is. The wording was about obscene gestures or something like that. Swarley and I had two different opinions on what that could be. I originally thought it was the poo, and you thought it was the writing on the map asset itself.
And the name, yeah. Which is the same problem.
Well, we never discussed the name as the problem ever until just recently.
You don't think it's vulgar because all your shops are called vulgar. You got vulgar in the name of the shops, but you've said multiple times on your shows that you can't type the word vulgar in the chats.
That's true.
And there's different people in different departments, probably in different parts of the world, contributing to creating this game. They all have different opinions on what is or isn't offensive or, valid or or whatnot. So,
So I thought I had a very clever play on words, double entendre of a name, and it was the Vulgar Teabagger. And if you look at, I need to actually bring it up. Where the fuck is it?
but in the message, it did say both the model name and on the model. So I'm pretty sure the word vulgar was the issue.
Well, when I talked to Upland, when I did reach out and looked for some guidance as to what the problem was. What I got back was that the name of it was the problem, the Vulgar Teabagger, and that I should change the name to Vulgar Tea or something like that, just something different, because the term teabagger is offensive, allegedly.
Well,
now if you look at my
kind of is.
my block explorer, let's take a look here. Let's just do this real quick. If you look at my block explorer here, let me remove the flames real quick. Well, you can see right here. Well, it's still not a great one. Let me remove these flames. How do I take this off? None. Okay. So you can't tell necessarily here, but right here is a plate. This is supposed to be a plate when I submitted. And this is a cup of tea standing over the plate. And he's squatting down. He's teabagging, if you know what this is. He's teabagging the plate. And the plate's concerned, obviously, because he's about to get balls dropped on his forehead. And the tea guy is, obviously going to be pleased about it, because that's just how it goes. Like, if you're the one getting teabagged, obviously it's bad. And if you're the one doing the teabagging, it's fantastic. It's funny as shit. At least for, stupid people like me. Mostly guys. So anyway, if you ever play like a Call of Duty or Halo or something, teabagging is a thing. Or fork knife, yes. Or even actually in this game called Splitgate, they had a whole game mode around teabagging other players. So if you killed somebody and you teabag them, you get a point. That's the only way you would win. You had to go up and teabag other players. So anyway, I like tea. This is a cup of tea with a tea bag standing over, a plate teabagging. So anyway, I thought it was very clever. Apparently Upland did not think it was very clever. They thought it was inappropriate and obscene. So now I have to resubmit my my map asset with just a different name. So I'm going to make 0 changes other than the name. We're going to see if I'm right.
File, are you?
What's that?
You're going to go with the original file, not the updated version.
I'm going to go with the exact same file with just changing the name from the Vulgar Teabagger to something else. And we're going to see who wins. Because I think this is all it's going to take.
Okay.
I originally thought it was the poo, but after talking...
I always said it wasn't that. I always thought it was the vulgar word. But anyway, I didn't realize you put teabagger in it, so maybe. But that wasn't on the model. That was the... And it did
that
say...
was just the name I chose for it.
It did say the name and on the model or something like that. That's the bit that got me in terms of your feedback. Anyway, let's go do it. So I've given you the links in the private chat to click on for... Oh, hang on. Did I... Crap, we might have a problem.
Okay.
Crap.
Because you changed it.
Yep.
Didn't you?
I edited it. And I still got the old one.
Bitch.
I've still got the old one. It's all good. So
if
you've got the files if you've got the files I originally sent you, I do have the old link as well.
Okay.
So if you click that link, so you can show people what it is if
Share
you
this
want.
tab. Oh shit. Okay.
So once you're anyone out there that's not a UGC creator, if you hire someone to create the files, create something for you, they'll give you these files, which I've done for LSlack. So all the hard work's done.
Yes.
This bit's the easy bit, other than getting Upland to approve it. That's kind of outside of our control.
So I need to go to map asset.
Yep.
And then it brings up these things. And I've only done this like one time. So Swarley, if I just keep coaching me here as I try not to.
One or like
So-
7.
What?
He's done it like 7 times, but we won't count.
Well, yes, but I did it. It was all at one moment, so I haven't looked at it since. Okay, so the NFT, hopefully it should not show my files that come up because I don't want that to come up. Okay, good.
You haven't moved them. Oh no, you'll have to navigate to all they're in.
And yeah, so I have it still. So the NFT one, now is that the IPFS one?
That was kind of the in joke, Dukes. If you've been watching LSlack for a long time, there was one classic review he gave of the season airdrops, which kind of influenced significantly the design of this.
Yeah, just wait a second. Wait till you see this.
So yeah, that was kind of the idea.
I think it's this one.
Yes, and we're aware we're pushing boundaries with it to begin with. Now you put the wrong file in there. You got the IPFS file in there.
Yes, absolutely.
So change that to the right
Yeah,
file.
which one is it? I'm trying to remember.
NFT is NFT.
Oh, there it
the
is.
same.
Sorry, I was looking. Yeah, I see it.
Oh,
So
funny that.
this one I can just add the model right from there.
Oh yeah,
That's
no,
what we
because
need.
it adds the load 0. So if you hit add now, nothing will happen. Because the NFT version is the version
Oh,
you
right.
see.
Okay,
So the load 0 is the load. It's
I'll
the
just add
version
them
that
all
you see.
real quick.
Add them all. Load 0 is what you see in game. So when you zoom right into a structural ornament, load 0 is what you're looking at, and load 1 and load 2 are what you're seeing from a distance. So obviously load 2 being the further a distance away. So the theory is it's supposed to look better as you get closer to it.
Okay, then there's the IPFS. Okay, so hopefully this doesn't bog down this whole stream too bad, because this is a little bit intense on the computer, and I'm only running off my laptop. So I add the model.
Yep.
Which now shows up. So this is the not structural ornament, so the map asset that Swarley made for me, which looks pretty similar to my block explorer, as it's supposed to, but it has a couple special little things. The vulgar uplander here, because as you know, that's me. And then we got some poo on with the tag for the T, LSlack for the
What's
mouth,
RS?
and then back here,
What's RS on the tag?
what's that?
What's RS on the tag?
RS are my initials for my IRL name. And then you got the poop emoji, because if you ever watch my other videos that aren't the neutral zone, whenever I get pissed off about something and I complain about Upland, I often talk about how they take a dump on my chest or somewhere on me or something in general, like, So anyway, that's a reference to that, taking a shit.
A
It could
steamy
be
pile of shit
of
on my
dog
chest.
shit, could be goat shit, could be cat shit, it could be llama shit, it could be any kinds of shits. And that's what this represents. My rants about getting shit on by Upland. Anyway, and then inside there is just, T. So anyway, this is it. This is what I submitted. And then they sent it back because I put in a file name. So from there I do summary. Is that correct?
Yep.
Hit the summary button.
Scroll all the way down to the bottom.
All these things look good. I hit submit.
Mhm.
And then this is where you add all the information. So the model name, I cannot name it.
Teabagger.
I cannot name it the Vulgar Teabagger.
Chat?
Any suggestions? Yes, I'm taking suggestions right now.
Doing the
let
other
me
ones
scroll
first,
back
like
down
your
here.
factory address and
Yeah. So,
So that last
Upland
link-
username is
that last link in private chat is the link you want for the P3D.
yeah. I added that one. Smelly cup of tea. Well, Laban, as much as I appreciate that name, I don't know. I have a name in my head that I am considering, but while I go look for my property address, feel free to drop some ideas in there. Let me go look for it real quick. Swirl, you got any ideas?
What did I call it?
Properties, structures.
Oh, I just called it else like the Vulgar Uplander.
I don't know.
um,
Yeah, probably. So I need this to go into the factory.
Dirty brew.
Where the fuck is
The
my
dump-
factory?
The dump cup. I don't mind that one. You're too busy
The
paying.
dump cup? Oh, yes. I think they might still consider that one vulgar.
Yeah,
There it is.
I like it, but I don't think it's coming to pass. The dirty brew.
One-
Yeah, that one's not too bad.
How do you spell
Terrific
that?
mess. Slack tea time.
What the fuck just happened?
He's too busy, guys. He's not reading these.
You just have to name them out to me.
I am, but you're not responding. What has Laban got here? Laban, come on, man. We've got to get something that's going to pass the quality review. So, yeah, shitstorm in a cup, probably not going to pass.
Shit, my screen went black. This is
Crappy
unacceptable. I can't see a fucking thing, which is not good.
No.
Let's do. Uh-oh. Wait, slowly
we've
coming
got
back.
A dump and drunk. Dump and a dunk. No, so I can't even read English today. Dump and a dunk. Get it third time lucky.
Come on, StreamYard, come back.
Cup of Gee, Laban's on fire. Man, you're not bad for the first thing in the morning.
He's on it. He must have had his cup of brew.
Cup of relief. Yeah, I got what you meant. I before E, except after C. Come on.
Oh man, my computer is struggling.
All right, well, maybe you need to finish this later. Just call it coffee. All right.
Well,
Is it
I
'cause
can't.
you-
I have to get over. I have to do this now. How many minutes did we say? Do you remember?
Nope.
Let's do 250. No, let's do 500.
Do 500. Maybe I'll make you like a gold variant later on.
All right. So, Swirl, I can't see anything from StreamYard. All I can do is hear you at the moment until I probably submit this and exit out of this tab. My computer's taking a fat dump.
All right.
Right.
So, you want me so the names. So you want me to go through them again, do you?
Yeah, give me the names.
All right. So I won't try and influence it too much. So smelly cup of tea. So most of these are Laban, but there's been a few others jump in. So
Okay.
Dukes has got the dump cup, which I like. I do like that one. Dirty brew, which is not bad as well. Terrific mess. Nice little play on words. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Paxo's got Slack's tea time.
Okay.
Leban's got basically S with weird characters in the so basically shitstorming cup, which I'm pretty sure Upland's not going to let us have.
They probably won't.
Jimmy's got crappy tea.
Crappy tea. Okay.
Crappy tea. Shabaming has got dump and a dunk.
Okay.
Okay, and then we've got 18 from Leban. So Cuppa of Relief on his coffee. Crap tons of oh, no, that's just him talking about whatever. He reckons you should have more than 250. What are you going to 500? 500 is probably fair.
Yeah. The name that I had, I was flirting with.
Jimmy's got, the last one was Steaming Cup of Tea, which actually isn't bad. That's actually not.
Cup of tea. I do think I like that one. Here, tell me what you guys think about the name Vulgarity.
Vulgar. All right, if you want my vote, there was 3 that I reckon would give it up that I liked a lot: the Dump Cup, Dirty Brew, and the very last one, the last entry, Steamy Cup of Tea. And that one, kind of, when you know the history, actually makes a lot more sense. So
it does, yeah. All right.
The band saying he likes the dump cup as well.
I really don't want to have to rename it again. I think the Steamy Cup of Tea is probably our best bet.
Well, Upland aren't going to know what it, unless they're watching this video. They're not going to know
Steamy
what that is.
Cup O-T.
Cup O-T or of tea?
I don't know. Of tea. We love tea.
So
okay.
Jimmy's put in off tea, but you put whatever you want.
Steamy Cup of Tea
by Elslack or something like that.
Do I need to write by Elslack?
Or from if you want. I'm saying if you want your name in there or something like that, from Elslack, by Elslack.
I don't give a shit about that. Steamy Cup of Tea.
Make the T capital T.
Well, okay.
Maybe not.
Well, if we're gonna do that, we gotta make the C capital as well. Steamy Cup of Tea. All right, submit.
All right, so I reckon since Jimmy has come up with the name, he gets the user error that you spelled your name because you probably got a capital S or something in there. It
has to be lowercase.
I argue that Jimmy gets the first, maybe not mint one, but he gets the first one given out.
Yeah.
If it gets approved, Jimmy, if it gets approved in its current state.
In its current state, yes.
Which we'll know in about 6.35 years.
Success. Thank you for your submission. You should get a confirmation email. Okay. Let's make this go away so my computer chills the fuck out. Okay. Maybe the streamer will come back. I don't know. I still can't see shit. Although things are slowly coming back on StreamYard.
You're still frozen at this end, but yeah. It's all good.
Am I moving on screen still?
No, you're frozen. But that's all. We can hear you. We can hear you, so that's all good.
Yeah, computer's really, really taking a dump at the moment.
All right. So what else we need to do today? I think we're about at the end of it, aren't we? Unless we've got any questions. We've got a few people, which is
that's
nice.
The submission process, so that's fun. I really want to see the chat, but I can't. You know what could be fun here is I could just start stripping. I take all my clothes off, do a dance. Nobody would even know. But knowing my luck, that's exactly when the computer would come back on.
It came back to normal for me when I shared and then unshared. So maybe just try that real quick.
I can't. There's nothing. I wish I could show you what I'm seeing. It's just on my screen with StreamYard. It is.
Can you leave and come back?
I'm afraid if I do that, it will.
Should be able to.
It'll shut the stream off.
Well, no, because I've got the same access and I'm still in here, so it should still run.
I can try. Let's see what happens. I'll try.
All right, they're all witnessing the experiment.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. I'm gonna exit out and then Do I have to
Man,
hit my own link?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna see what happens here. Okay. I'll be right back.
All right. While you're gone, I will say anyone that hasn't yet put in hashtag fire into the chat to go into the draw to win a structural ornament. If you haven't already done that, do so. If you have, don't worry about it because you can't enter more than once. And if he gets back up online, then we can run this competition. There you go, LeBan. You're already getting free stuff anyway. Who else is here that's relatively new? Yeah, Shebang, I didn't see you earlier. Jimmy, I think you did it, didn't you? EV Media. So, again, if you haven't already done it, hashtag fire.
I'm
And
back.
you're on the wrong side, but you're back.
I'm
Right,
back.
do we have anything else we need to talk about before we Oh, Angry. Hello, Angry. I haven't seen you in chat.
Fire!
Yeah, so we've got a few more entries in there. If I win, you can spin one more time.
Do we have? I feel like there was something else that we needed to talk about, but I
Was it
don't
Upland?
remember.
Upland related? But certainly it wasn't Cowboys related.
Oh my God! We're not going to talk about the Cowboys.
Look, I know nothing about the game other than they lost at home to Saint. What was it? What are they called? Saint
The New Orleans Saints.
The one, yeah. See, I'm all over this shit. Well, I know they lost at home. It was like 3 a.m. my time, so I wasn't getting up to watch it. When I woke up, I asked Siri to tell me what the score was. They told me they got beat badly, so I went, yeah, I won't watch the replay. Track. What do you mean by track? Oh, you update on the track? There isn't really. You mean Elslack's track?
Yeah, Jimmy, which track are you referring to?
Because we're kind of in a holding pattern in terms of the track, waiting for Upland to approve the map assets. So until that happens, we really can't push forward with anything.
Yeah.
Once we start getting that underway and we can start handing them out and start getting people completing their fencing, then maybe we can start running the competition each month to give away a bunch of Uppies.
I mean, there was the email that came out about map assets that there's a backlog and they're working on getting the backlog cleaned up. And when they get that, and they're going to do that in the next 2 weeks. So they said they should be through all the backlog in 2 weeks.
I didn't see the 2 weeks part. Maybe
they said a couple weeks.
I just got frustrated because instead of sending one email out to each person who had submitted something, they sent one email out to each person who submitted each item. Well, so each item that each person has submitted. And because I've submitted quite a few with this track and different colors, I'm talking probably 30 or 40. I woke up one morning to like 30 or 40 emails from the UGC.
You probably thought you were...
And I shit myself going, we heard they've all been approved. And then I realized what it was. And I was devastated. And then you got the same announcement in the bloody... like on Discord and stuff like that, and I was like, that was so unnecessary, Upland. And then other people were commenting too, just going, yeah, thanks for the bombardment of, not like UGC doesn't already get a billion emails, because we get an email every time something is produced, every time we create some. So if we want to put something in the factory, every time we do that, it comes with an email. Every time we produce something, so it's minted, we get an email. Every time someone buys something, we get an email. And you wonder why UGC people turn off the Upland email, because it's just 1,000 emails we don't need, and it's just so annoying. Anyway, first world problems. All right, you do need to sort out the last week's giveaway. I think Leban's stuff from the video. What they do? Hashtag something in the last week's video, was it?
Hashtag.
Let's see if people did it.
Dong or something.
I'm going in there now. Where's last week? Dong. Here it is. How many replies? So there's a whole. Oh, yep. So we've got. All right. So you need to do a. There's only. Bandit, Dong. How about we just put them all in there? I forget which one it is, so I'll just put them all in there. So you've got. Do you want me to copy and just paste these in to chat or something? I'm
gonna look at the
1, 2, 3, 4, bot unless Paxo's entered as well. No, Paxo hasn't put their hashtag in there.
Level up, you put the wrong hashtag in there. It's fire, bro. Not 4.
Oh, you still got time to fix that. That's all
We
good.
got plenty of time. Let's see here. Comments. Oh, I have all of these comments I haven't responded to.
Yeah, you suck.
I know.
El Slacko, yet again.
Yeah, El Slacker for sure. Yeah, thanks. Remember to like and follow. Yeah, subscribe if you would. Even that would be super duper.
Well, at least you're over 100.
What?
At least you're over 100 now.
111, sir. 111.
I said over 100. Last time I checked, 111 was over 100.
It is. I'm just saying now we're at 111. Slowly climbing up the ranks. It's hard when I have to
Minimum followers.
when I have to say that I can't, like kids can't watch this and shit. So I think that limits the audience, but that's fine with me. I don't.
Because there's so many kids playing Upland, isn't there?
You don't know.
Well, it has an age limit of 18 to join in the first place.
It does. I was right earlier in our chat when LeBan's
Yeah.
like, "What about an 18?" I'm like, pretty sure it is 18 plus.
It is 18 plus. In fact, I think Banana has famously talked about how he started playing when he was 16 or 17.
hmm
And sort of didn't let it slip until he was already past the 18 mark where you can't really do anything about it. But,
Oh, it is. I'm looking at the comments now. It is hand egg, not round egg. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Good call.
but that's the wrong video.
I know. I can see all the comments I haven't responded to.
Yeah, well, you can do it in your own time. Do the draw for this one.
I'm finding it right meow.
I've got it here. I could have already pasted them all to you.
Oh, then fucking paste it for
I
God's
said that
sake.
15. All right,
Just
put in.
do it.
You've got 5
Are
people.
you gonna do it, Swarley? Just do it.
Just type them out now. You can just type them. Bazza, angry.
Oh,
Paxo-
now I gotta do this other thing. Now I gotta do
Actually,
it. The wheel of
Angry's
names.
Angry's ended twice. You've only got 4. So you got Paxo, Angry, Bazza, and Level Up Tech. So that's 4. So that's for LeBan's. Was that for LeBan's tombstone last week? You really should take note, shouldn't you? It's your show. Just saying.
Yeah, who knows?
Because Angry's put in Dom and then gone.
I should do a lot of things that
La Bandit.
Um,
There's La Bandit
come
and La Bandit, but we'll take either spelling.
the bandit.
La being a French for the is Ali, but anyway. How are you going with that will?
Okay.
It's only got 4 names on it.
Say
Should be
what?
that hard. How are you going with that will?
Okay, so who do I need to put in here?
Oh my god.
Tell me the names again.
Bazza, Angry,
What?
Pac-
What was the
There's
first
all
one?
Bazza, Bazza. I don't know what the in-game name is. Maybe we'll figure that out later if they win.
Pizza? Did you say pizza?
Bazza, Bravo, Alpha, Zulu, Alpha.
Oh, Braza. Got it. Next one.
Oh my god, this is not painful at all. Angry? Have you got Angry?
Don't count on it, but we'll see.
What was
Angry got it.
Okay, what's that question, Paxo? What are you asking there for? About 100?
This for 100K.
Paxo is the next one. And then level
Okay.
up. So just put level.
So just the 4?
Just the 4.
Just
Because
the 4.
Angry would have entered twice with a different hashtag.
Okay. The prize was for 100,000 Upix?
It was for I think I used to, instead of saying it's for LeBan's map asset.
Oh.
Well, at least you're off the hook because there's no way you can play it.
There's,
I believe
what do you mean?
I believe we gave LeBan donated 3 map assets to give away. We gave away 2 live, and the third one is now.
I have over 100,000 upix right now.
Oh, that's right, because you made a sale today. Good, you can
But
pay
I'm
back
not going to
your
give it
loan.
away.
You can pay back your loan that I said you don't have to pay back.
No, I thought we squared that up.
We did. I just like to rub it in.
You son of a bitch.
Ooh, rich boy.
Man, you watch your mouth. Don't be getting any ideas. I got to go buy a bunch of Granada Hills properties. I'm going to mint some. Okay. Here we go. All right. So just the 4 for last week's.
Just 4 for last week's.
The band will be yours, Twitter Daddy, but you're going to have to start.
Treats. So,
You're going to have to start, providing some services.
and then we can get ready for this week's one.
Okay. All right. Let's spin this son of a bitch. Let's shuffle a bunch, and then spin. Who's it gonna be? Picasso with the dub.
Media, are you? Oh, you already did the hashtag. Cool. So Picasso wins. Happy days. So get in touch with Slack to figure that one out. Do you
Yeah,
have them?
just shoot me a burner for it, or I can put it in a showroom. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. I do got to get up in the top 25 because people are slowly climbing. I got to keep going.
All right. I've just pasted you a list in the private Discord.
For what?
For once you've done the spin for tonight's giveaway, when you pick out the winner, then you can copy that into the board, shuffle that, spin it, and that'll be the prize I get.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that means I got to do the wheel of names again. I exited out of it.
You need to pick. You got to find your winner first, though.
Oh, I know. I just got to bring the tab back up. Okay. So this one is hashtag. Was it fire?
Fire
Fire. Let's share a screen again, shall we?
with the
Share the
end
screen.
of sizzle season
And we're gonna share.
and the rejection of structural ornaments.
Yes. Okay. So last chance, if anybody needs to put in hashtag fire in the chat, I will start collecting names in just a second. So if you haven't done so, get it done. I'll give you about 30 more seconds to write hashtag fire.
Meanwhile, you can copy and paste that list from Discord.
Oh goodness. Oh, now I have to go to Discord. You are making me do way too much.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit. Holy shit. Here we go. Copy. And then this one. Okay. Back to.
So just shuffle that a bunch of times so they're not all together.
Yep. Okay, I think we're ready to go.
No more entrants, so
No. All right, we're gonna collect the comments right now for hashtag fire. We have 11 entries.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. Okay, here we go. Draw the name. Who's it gonna be? Angry is the winner.
Angry,
Look
well
at
done. Right, what does Angry win?
What does Angry win is the $1 million question. Share this tab instead. Look at me go. I'm doing it the right way. Let's shuffle, 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 shuffle. And then
So basically going to win a structural ornament, but which one?
what's it gonna be? It's gonna be the Fuzz Small, no matter what.
Which one though? The one.
You
So
won.
that's the pitched roof small townhouse.
That is a harvest season ornament, if I'm
So
not
if you
mistaken.
missed it earlier, I showed what they were on on the stream earlier, so they will be going. They're not in the shops yet for sale, but they will be very soon, probably in the next few days, once I get my shit sorted.
Yeah, Angry. So hit up Swarley for your winnings. Picasso, hit me up for your winnings, and we will sort out the appropriates to make sure everybody gets all of their goodies.
Yeah, so Angry, just tell me if you want to do a burner swap or you want to pick it up from one of my showrooms, which off the top of my head is San Fran, Queens, Chicago, Rio de Janeiro, London.
Thanks to you, Pack.
So if one of those suit you, otherwise you can do a burner swap. And I'll work that out with you. Showroom Chicago, please. I can do that. I'll set that up for you later on.
Cool.
All right. I think that brings us about to the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we've done it.
Unless anybody has any questions, please fire them at me.
Yeah.
More than happy to.
If that's it, then that's it. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us, and appreciate you guys. Help just being patient with all of our weird technical issues. Yeah, I think that's all we got. Swarley, you ready to do this thing?
You mean by saying goodbye?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. All right, guys. All
Bye
right,
from
we'll
down
see you next Monday night. Peace.
Good afternoon.